What is going on, guys? Sid here with the first ever FC25 video compilation for today. Guys, literally just purchased FIFA, added $15, right? I purchased the regular one by mistake instead of the Ultimate Edition, so I didn't get the 4,000 FIFA points. So I bought $15 worth of FIFA points, and I opened up one of the Road to the Knockouts packs, and literally just got Neymar, 87 left winger at the start of my FC25 day one journey. And guys, what a journey this was today. So this happened live stream. I am transitioning over to Twitch for you guys to see this stuff live. I am going to be in not a poor man's RTG, just an RTG, just a regular RTG where we put money in and we go back over to that format because it's tried and true and it works well on stream, so I can interact with you guys while I am doing all of the strategy aspects of FC25. So guys, I did take a break in FC24. We were playing other games, a lot of palate cleanser games. I call single player experience games palate cleansers, but I did jump into Tekken 8 in my most previous competitive outings, right? And we got up to Kishin rank, right? We've been straddling that Raijin Kishin rank, and I wanted to get another game under my belt that was competitive based. We were thinking maybe Call of Duty Black Ops 6 or FC25, and I ended up going for the FC25 because it is home base for me, right? It's home territory for me. So guys, I did have quite a journey. This was the team that we were starting with, right? And literally, I said to myself, no, we had to put into some FIFA points, the bare minimum that you needed to put in, but just so we can play a little bit, you know, a little bit of a catch-up, right? Because we did miss out on the first 3 weeks. I believe we're 3 weeks in now, right, for FC25. So the Tekken's going to be there. Tekken's going to always be there, right? It's a great palate cleanser in terms of competitive play, but for the FC25 experience, I actually love that community. It's such a vibrant community that I can't just, like, I was going back and forth. I was like, I can't just abandon you guys, right? And Call of Duty you can use as a palate cleanser anytime, right? You can just jump in. It's like a plug-in and play experience, right? So FC25 does require a little bit more in terms of energy output, right? So you need to be consistent in FC25, otherwise things change drastically, right? But what I'm going to tell you is that the strategy aspect of FC25 lends well to a live stream experience and audience, right? So I will be dropping my Twitch link down below, and you guys will see what transpires in the days, in the weeks, in the months, in the year, in the seasons to come, right? So right now, this is literally what you're seeing is day number 1 in FC25. Day one. And outside of the couple of major packs that we packed, I was like, okay, you know what? We have to seriously just maneuver our way, right? Because we're not putting infinite dollars into the side, right? So I did the double upgrade as soon as I could, the 83 plus double upgrade, right? I had to get rid of a lot of the higher, literally all I started with, I got Neymar, right? I got Neymar. I believe I got Kyle Walker, like right off the bat, right? In those big packs, right? Neymar and Kyle Walker were my big pulls. Then we got Summer, but Summer doesn't fit in terms of chemistry, right? So we got Casemiro. Little by little, the team was starting to develop. On my first day, it's day 1, right? So a day 1 team is like, you know, it's like chaos. It's literally chaos. You don't know if you're gonna get a good enough chemistry build in game. But guys, I'm literally giving you the highlights of today. It's literally nothing but wins. We literally just finished up the ending of the stream on a straight up win streak in FIFA. Granted, it is the lower divisions, right? But you're climbing divisions, right? And apparently Rivals is super insanely hard this year, right? So I opened up whatever little SBC player packs and milestone packs that they did give me. Any little thing at the start of your FC25 journey, of your RTG journey, is going to be like, you know, it's going to be vital, right? Because you don't really start out with much, right? You're starting off from the ground. You're building the team from the ground up, right? So literally, like right after that, right after some of the major pulls, right? Literally just got Christopher Nkunku. I was like, who is this French player that they're giving me that's from Chelsea? Because I didn't really pay attention to the transfers from last year, right? I've been off the radar, right? I took a nice little hiatus from the FC universe, right? The FIFA universe, the previous FIFA universe, or the soccer universe, the footballers universe, right? The international football universe, right? So I took a little break, and I didn't really pay attention to who's like positioned where in the world now, right? And it's a huge database, right? But I was like, Christopher Nkunku, that's a really good pull, right? So then I found out I could use him as a striker when I dropped him into the team, into the side. So I was like, oh man, wait a second. This team is really coming together, right? Let me just check this mic for old time's sakes, right? So then I decided to do a gold upgrade, right? So the team, this is literally day number 1 of FC 25 for me. Literally day number 1, right? So it was a 3 hour and change stream, right? So the game started glitching out towards the ending of the stream, right? I don't know why, for whatever reason, I got into like a rivals match towards the ending in my last match. And towards like the 40-minute mark, the 45-minute mark in-game, the in-game counter, the game just started glitching out. It started throwing on random subs. It was a very weird experience, but I was winning comfortably, like 4-1 or 4-2 or something like that. So I just started doing possession play. We're cutting to the chase, but guys, we pulled Declan Rice, right? So the team, lo and behold, we pegged Neymar as our first big pull of today, right? And then Kyle Walker was literally just hiding in the same pack, right? So it was an absolutely epic pack to pull, right? But chemistry-wise, right? Configuring everything for chemistry sakes, right? And that's what you see on the live, right? There's no clipping, no editing, right? What you're seeing now is the editing in post, right? I'm editing everything to show you guys how the team progressed, right? And this is what the team was starting to look like. And I was like, okay, you know what? We've got to put some players on here, right? And lo and behold, we were just building up the side, right? So Darwin Nunez we packed, right? Henan Lodi, we had to put to make up the chem, right? And I was going back and forth because this is a very basic, bare bones team, right? But Kyle Walker as a right back, you have Konate and Martinez as our center backs, right? How on earth did I manage to pull that off is besides me, right? So what I'm going to tell you guys right off the bat, right? Before I show you like the highlights from all of the games that we played today, right? What I'm going to tell you right off the bat is that the interface is drastically different. I know a lot of people are going to say the same thing, but the user interface is drastically different. The tactics for whatever we've been using since FIFA days, right? Before it was titled FC 24 or FC 25, the custom tactics, right? The advanced tactics placings, right, on the user interface, the pressure, like adding on like high pressure and things like that, right? All of those game mechanics are seemingly somewhere else. Like I don't know, like this is my first day, and we are literally going on like basic, like a basic, like without the advanced settings, right? We're literally running off the basics, right? And this was my first ever FC 25 match, right? I don't know if I said FC 25 or FC 24, right? I'm gonna have to check that in the back, right? But it's FC 25, right? For however long. Well, let me just check this. Yeah, guys, for some reason, I don't know why I was brain farting right there. Probably because I'm too excited. But yeah, definitely we're playing FC 25, right? I thought it was like one of those things where, you know, like when you're going into the next year, like when you're like a kid and you're saying, oh, is this 1995? And then the next year comes, it's 1996, and you're still writing 1995 in your homework assignments. I thought that was like one of those things that happened right there with that little brain fart. But yeah, guys, on the FC 25 journey, right? What I'm going to tell you right off the bat is that the game mechanics are sort of similar. They're a little different. The advanced tactics are, I don't know, it seems out of place, right? I've got to really do my research where that's concerned. And for some reason, I don't know, like, I tried to do subs, right, in the second half of my final match, right? And I think that's where it started glitching out. I've got to, like, double check and everything. But for the majority of the games that we won, we didn't sub in or sub out anyone, right? We were literally just learning the new game mechanics, what's changed, what's different, what's not. And guys, like, we were on a tier, like, right from the start. Like, we were playing against a guy with Berbatov, right? A version of Berbatov right at his front. He had Nesta in his back line on loan, I believe. I saw there, I don't know, it was either on loan or he has Nesta, right? We were playing against, like, a well-formed side, right? Granted, it's only in Division 10, so I wasn't too scared, right? Because at least my actual FIFA soccer knowledge, FIFA FC 24, FC 25 knowledge is still there. My, you know, like that, my actual game muscle memory is still there, right? But for the most part, the language, the gaming language, and the gaming mechanics aren't too different from previous years. So I'm not gonna be like, you know, like completely. It's not gonna be a steep learning curve, but for right now, what I'm going to tell you is that on day one, like literally on day one, we packed Neymar, we packed Kyle Walker, we packed Nkunku, we packed Summer, right? We have Martinez on loan, right? The back line, yeah, like I seriously, like, and the Darwin Nunez card is insane, the Diaz card is insane, right? For a bare bone side with one star player, one or two star players, right? At this stage in the game, you're in week 3, right? In week 3, those are passable players, right? Especially for me, since last year, all I was doing was gifting other people in the community whatever huge pulls I got, right? Like, literally when I would go into FC 24 last year, it was literally just to play with bronze or silver players. So whatever huge players I got, I would just list them up for, like, bare bones minimum price. Like, for instance, when it was like team of the year or team of the season, one of the two, I think team of the season, I had just like gifted like De Bruyne, not really gifted, but I had just listed him for like the lowest target price you could possibly do that for, and someone sniped it like right off the bat. Like, I was doing things like that all year long in FC 24 because we were transitioning into other games and we were trying to feature other games on the channel, right? But I felt, you know, there's like a huge void missing, right? When you're not in, you know, like home base, home territory. Home territory for us, right? For anyone in the FIFA community, right? Home territory is also Tekken, the Tekken community for me, right? Call of Duty, not so much, not in the past 15 years or so, right? And before that, maybe we were doing Quake and maybe when I was way younger, right? I've mentioned that before, right? But in terms of gaming, right? Outside of like actual physical lifestyles, right? We had the FIFA base covered for so many years, right? So right now, what I'm going to tell you is that the advanced tactics are a little, you know, like it's a little wonky right now to get used to. The user interface is completely different, right? It's building upon the user interface of last year's FIFA, FC 24, which is not bad. Like, I don't mind that, right? But there are some glaring, like, glitchy issues that I've got to, like, see. I've got to, like, see through, and hopefully it's nothing on my end, but a lot of like the mechanics, the custom tactics, things like that just seem placed differently, right? Placed in a different order, or I have to like figure it out more. So I'm gonna like refer to some of the other pros, right? I'm gonna go check with them, right? And see what they are going to tell me, right, for the people that are still in the community, right, in the FC 25 community, in the FIFA community, right, all of the old heads that are still here. There's a lot of really cool people that are still in the FIFA universe, the FC 25 universe, right? So what I'm going to tell you is that, like, right off the bat, all you're going to see in this video is just like a win streak, right? Like, out of the blue. Like, I was so, guys, I'm not joking with you when I'm telling you I was so scared, but with the team that we put together, Lodi going, that was the scariest. That was probably the scariest part of the whole entire thing, outside of the glitching, right? Outside of the game glitching on me, right? Neymar Jr., right, on the left as a left wing in this game at this current moment in time, he is just absolutely insane to play with. He's like one of the best players. We scored with Konate. bro. That this like I was off to like the most brilliant start of an FC25 journey. Like, but guys, when I got the bronze players, when I got the silver players, and when I purchased the game, I purchased it and I didn't really pay attention to how I purchased the points, right? So once more, I didn't start off like with the normal 4,000 FIFA points or anything like that they give you like approximately. So I had to go and purchase FIFA points, not too much, right? Only like 15 bucks worth, right? US dollars, and it paid off. It paid off with the Neymar. Like immediately, that's probably the only time it would actually pay off for someone, but it paid off because I got Neymar, I got Kyle Walker right off the bat. Kyle Walker was just an absolute demon for almost all of the matches that we played, right, in the back line. Kyle Walker was probably the best defensive player that we had, right? In the midfield, Declan Rice is just an absolute monster, right? Casemiro is very, very slow in FC25. I'm not joking with you. He is dirt slow. He's like slow like mud. He's like, I'm blanking the name of the Arsenal center back, right? That was extremely slow, but he's at that level slow, right? I think I have the name on the tip of my tongue, right? Is it him? Is it him? Who's the center back? Per Mertesacker, right? Mertesacker, right? So Casemiro's ratings kind of make me feel like Mertesacker from like I'm using Mertesacker from like years and years and years and years back of FIFA / FC25 content. And you guys, for all of the new gen, right, because we're out of the Ronaldo Messi gen, if you recognize that name that I just dropped there, you know I've been in the FIFA community, the soccer community, football, the world football community for quite some time, the international football community. So when I tell you Casemiro is probably at Mertesacker levels of slow in this game, he actually is. But for some reason, the build in this game, right? Like I'm telling you right off the bat, the build in this game, you don't really notice it even though I'm playing with a 4-2-4. Guys, we won 5-0 in this match, right? Literally the second match in, it's 5-0. Like that is just wild. That is wild. I mean, obviously we have our work cut out for us with climbing divisions. But whew, I'm going to take a breather. Hopefully you guys love what you see on the screen because not too many people will be like gifted like a team like this, right from the start. The only thing better was that 1 year that I got Mbappe, like when like Mbappe at his prime, like prime, like pre-World Cup, like right when he was like right at stardom. I forgot which year it was because we've been in this like we've been in this like environment for so long, right? But that 1 year I just got like Kylian Mbappe was like my first pull within like the first like with the 4,000 FIFA points, right? Like that was like redonkulous, right? So with getting Neymar, right, and Kyle Walker, right, within like the first hour of gameplay, just absolutely knocks it out the ballpark for me, right? Because it makes my job so much easier to just build a formidable team. It doesn't even have to be the best team in the world now, right? Because last year all we did was play with bronze players and silver players to really just test ourselves, right? Didn't really pan out too well when we did that, right? Because we were playing against pro players and stuff like that. But this year honestly feels great, right? So we pull a Danny Olmo, right, out the blue, right? Unfortunately, we didn't pull any UEFA Champions League players, right? That would have been really cool, right? But we did pull something else, right, in this video. So that year break, that technically like last year, like the FC24 experience versus the 25 experience, it was pretty much a year of rest, right? Where everything was just like a shake-up in the FC community, in the FIFA community, right? So it was a cool like timeout, moment for me, right? And plus, I've got a million other things on the back burner as well, right? So usually I'm some of the people on YouTube know this, right? I just say making the rounds, right? Making the rounds in this community, making the rounds in that community, making the rounds in this community, right? So really this year, as we are transitioning over to Twitch live stream, we're gonna try our best to like dial in, like focus, like really like the new term that they use is lock in. Right, so we're gonna try to lock in going forward, right? I was going to attempt to lock in come Black Ops time. Look, it's 2-on-1, right? We're facing 2-on-1 here, and I had to really just test myself, right, in Rivals, right? So this is just absolutely epic for me, right? Right? It's the best day, right? As you know, it's a win streak, right? You guys are seeing a win streak. You guys have 17 more minutes, right, of me talking and just telling you it's a win streak, right? So you could just chill out, right, with me, vibe in the video, and just, you know, like, and you can join me live stream, right, to see it happen in real time, right, without all of the edits, right? So that's gonna be good times going forward, right? So I am cleaning up the space, the office space. It was taking me quite some time, right, to even get that project going, right, because of some of the more serious things I've got on the back burner, right? More family health and my health took a turn for the worse. It took like a nosedive in the previous like year and a half, right? So I've been trying to like clean up my health, right? Just clean up my physical health, in terms of physical fitness, and you know sometimes it does wear on you, right? YouTubing, streaming, all of that stuff, right? Caregiving, like all of the more serious things, right? It does wear on you from time to time, right? So the output of videos that you've seen, right, hasn't really been as much, right, on my channel. You still have 606 videos or something like that, right? Like approximately, to view all of the stuff we've done on the channel. It's an insane amount, right? It's an insane, like, just straight high quality stuff. Just every video is just like max output in whatever field, right? In whatever game, in whatever competitive landscape we were doing. And then when we did the nostalgia stuff, it was basically for some good times, to spread some good vibes, right? Some nostalgia vibes for anyone who maybe, you know, wanted to go get a blast from the past, right? Like, get one of those vibes, right? So we're vibing on the channel right now. We're vibing on my Twitch channel when you're seeing this, right? Neymar is just absolutely goated at this stage in the game. He is so good. He is so smooth in game, right? And it's 2-2, right? Defensively, I wasn't as strong in this match against the 2-on-1 because these guys definitely knew what they were doing, right? They were high pressure players, right? So Darwin takes the shot and I make it 3-2. And that's when I started putting the pressure on them, right? Started exposing their weaknesses. And then the next thing you know, they just left, right? They raged, right? One of the players left and then, you know, the other followed, right? So it was I don't know if I think after one left, it just counted as a disconnect, right? A flat-out disconnect, something like that. I don't know how they title it or label it. I didn't really pay too much close attention to that. But what I'm going to tell you is that the advanced tactics, right, the custom tactics and stuff like that, the setup that they had in previous years, I have to pay more attention to it, right? Yeah, see, your opponent has forfeited a match due to one of the players leaving. Yeah, something like that, right? So we won that one 3-2, right? Gundogan is so high rated in FC 25. It is just absolutely wild. It is wild to me. So I don't like how they've quartered off how the additions. Some of the additions are just flat out confusing the hell out of me. Because I have the reference points as the old FIFAs and the FC 24, right? So some of a lot of the user interface has either been built on or shifted around. I think most of it's been shifted around and then added on, like these highlights, right? But I think this is just like camera differences, right? But what I'm gonna tell you, like right off the bat, like, you guys are going to be in for a treat if you follow me over at Twitch, right? Because the Twitch, I'm going to try to get the affiliate program set up as soon as humanly possible so we can do this more often, so I can engage with you guys more often, right? And, really transition out. So you see, look, one win, right? 2, 3, whatever, right? Like, however like the win streak just went and we're up into D9, right? I think the heat effect takes over, the win streak, hot streak effect takes over, right? So we cleared Division 9 in no time flat. Then we got a couple more packs, right? I forgot who we pulled. I think it's a 75 plus by 2. And I think it was just like a female 85 rated, right? So wasn't too big of a deal, but for our first day, right? Great breather, right? Great time to like just like take a breath. Whew! I know I'm coming at you fast and strong, but guys, I'm telling you right now, we really hold behind in in FC 25, right? See, that's always gonna happen. It's always gonna irk me. So then we did the 80 plus combo upgrade, right? I didn't know that this was repeatable at the time, right? Because this is literally just day one, right? And then I saw it's there, right? Repeatable for the next 2 days. So that's really cool, right? We've got marquee matchups to do. We were getting marquee matchups done, right? So, but as you can see, there's no coinage there, right? There's literally nothing there. But once more, Neymar to start, untradeable though, right? Neymar, it was an untradeable pack, the Champions League pack. Untradeable to start, but in an 80 plus combo pack, check it out, Ismaili, right? So 80 center back, right? But the pace and the defense on that card is just absolutely epic, right? He's a really fast center back for this stage in the game, right? For an 80 rated card, right? So if there are any people that have him as their fan favorite, that is just absolutely epic. So yeah, we're at the ×2, right? So 2, 4, 6. So 3 more matches, right? Literally 3 more matches, and we're out of Division 9, right? So strap yourselves in, right? We've got 10 minutes, and I'm gonna allow you guys to watch what happens with the remainder of this video, right? So check it out for yourselves. I'm gonna show you how the rest of the matches play out, right? So literally, guys, this was my first day in FC 25. So guys, with that being said, I want you guys to enjoy the rest of the gameplay footage, but do remember, in the final match, right, like the literal final match to climb the division, right, to exit out of D9, the game glitched out on me, right? Probably around the 50-minute mark, right? Something like that. Something happens. I don't know. But guys, what a team we've managed to put together in literally 3 hours, right? That's like the best. I can't get over this. This is like the best start to FC 25 possible, right? With putting like only $15 in, right? Plus buying the game, right? The game plus only $15, right? So guys, I'm going to let you enjoy the footage once more. Peace, love, all the blessings to you and yours. Enjoy the 10 minutes, the remainder of the 10 minutes, right? Because it's just nothing but net. It's nothing but good times. It's nothing but absolute monstrosities, right? In terms of like gameplay. We are going to, I think the next cards are going to be finding a way to put Summer in, by the way, right? Before I go and let you guys enjoy the gameplay. Summer is going to have to replace Martinez, it seems like, and we'll see, right? And Guimaraes is going to have to replace Casemiro at some point, right? So we're gonna figure out how the 4-2-4s. I'm running a 4-2-4 this year. We're gonna figure out how the 4-2-4 is gonna look, right? Or the 4-3-3, 4-2-4 or 4-3-3, right? One of those two formations we're gonna use as our primary formation, but I've got to figure out where everything is located in terms of the custom tactics and how to get bypass any of the issues that we were having, right? Because that spooked me. And it's spooky season, right? But the big spook is like the last match in this video, just straight up glitching, right? But guys, peace, love, all the blessings to you and yours. You guys get some FC 25 content for the first time in quite some time, right? So we're gonna be in Tekken in terms of competitive play anytime, right? That's great palate cleanser. We're gonna be in FC 25. We're gonna be in Call of Duty, maybe, I want to say. We'll see, right? Maybe later during the winter time, and we're gonna do a lot of 2D gaming, a lot of different 2D games, right? For nostalgia vibes, and you know, we're gonna do some single player experience. We're gonna have some single player experiences on the channel as well, right? So on the YouTube channel, but most importantly, if you guys want to see me live, I will be streaming live on Twitch as well. Look, guys, another 4-1 win and another rage, right? So I'm telling you, best possible start possible. All right, so it's just checkpoint after checkpoint. like I never left, right? The best feeling in the world, and I hope you guys enjoyed that feeling too. Better than we could have hoped for a start. Back to the next match, and we still have Martinez on loan. And so far, we are just straight up winning, right? Obviously, we're in the lower divisions when we start off in FIFA, but we are happily climbing rivals in the most epic form possible. In the most epic way possible. We're just going to rally all night. So, guys, do hit that follow button if you are new. Carry on YouTube. Okay, so this is a YouTuber as well. So, I am live streaming and he's YouTubing, so we're going to have good times. Woo. It's going to be a good match.
Now it's about taking it onto the pitch.
This is how the hosts line up. Emiliano Martinez is the goalkeeper. Kyle Walker plays with Renan Lodi as the fullbacks.
Oh!
And they could give themselves the advantage here.
Wow. Alright, can we score? Woo! First day of FIFA, just straight up win column.
Let's set up a chance. He'll have to be quick.
Oh, what? No way. Walker didn't even touch him.
It's a correct decision. Good officiating that. It had to be a yellow.
Oh, nicely done. That was really strange. I didn't even move with Walker. Oh. With Surla. Great goal, dude.
Well, we can see here.
Hats off to you.
Finish, but the
Oh.
goalkeeper's got to do better. He's got to be able to react quicker, adjust his feet, and save that.
That's what I get from manually moving Martinez. What? Oh, whoa. It's a red card. Good game so far, dude. Oh.
Well, let's see this again. The goalkeeper anticipates he's going to go central. He doesn't. Makes
Wow.
him look a bit silly in the end.
What a game this is. 2-2 as they start again.
What a counter. Woo!
Christopher Nkunku picks up the ball and goes 1v1 with the goalkeeper. It's never in doubt. He goes for power. It's a top finish.
It looks the right ball.
Again.
Penalty. What a huge opportunity this is to extend their lead. That is also going to be a yellow card.
It's a correct decision. Good officiating that. It had to.
Wow. Guys, we've won everything. We've literally won every match. And this feels good. This feels like we never left FIFA. Hopefully I've recorded everything because this is just absolutely wild. If you guys are just tuning in, this really feels like we just cleared 2 divisions, right? Like nearly, right? We got one more. It feels surreal. I could not have hoped. Weekly rewards. You've qualified for weekly rewards. All right. All right. 30 points needed for
Hello and thanks for joining us live here on EA TV.
All right.
I'm Guy Mowbray. Alongside me for commentary is Sue Smith.
Gotta dig out that club
90
soon.
minutes ahead.
Stadium and everything. Moyer, Cannon, Nacho Gill, going. This is a team. That's a really good D9 team.
And I'm sure it'll be difficult here, but if they play how they have done, they shouldn't have a problem getting promoted.
All right. Promotion match. Let's go. Excellent way to capitalize on my mistake. Oof. Diaz as a right winger, absolutely epic. Okay, so I gotta figure out what's going on with the user interface. Figure that out. That's gonna... Well, let's look at the highlighter replay. Yeah, I think the game glitched out, right? We won, but that's really, really strange, right? The game kind of like bugged out towards the end.